So on that note, I want to ask you, were you a fan of wrestling growing up?
No, because my grandmother, Bobby, rest in peace, she loved Ivan Putski. She used to that was like the Polish wrestler at the time. Like, I think Hulk Hogan was around then. And she loved him. But I was never into wrestling, I guess because I thought it was fake.
Mm.
I knew like it was considered like a fake thing. So I was never the kid that got into wrestling. I was into a lot of other things like G.I. Joe and baseball cards and, wrestling. No.
What did you think of the controversy, though, recently with Hulk Hogan passing away and some people, predominantly those in the Black community, arguing while he was an icon in childhoods, he was a racist person behind the scenes?
I think they're right for that. Bottom line, if the guy said what he said, that's fucked up.
Because you heard the tape before too, right? Back in like 2012?
I don't know if I heard it exactly. I saw a post or whatever, but I heard he said what he said in a racist way, and I don't approve of that. There's really no excuse for it. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't think there was any excuse for Eminem being racist, because I wasn't like that at 17. And I grew up in the projects with Black kids trying to kill me every day. But I still judged people. You have to understand, how could I hate Black people when I might be fighting decepts all day in the projects who hate me because I'm white? But my idol is Big Daddy Kane. My idol is Rakim, G-Rap, KRS. And I'm hoping that they don't hate me. I'm not watching them thinking, oh, they hate my guts. I'm thinking, these guys are different. The guys in the hood, they don't have hip hop. They're ignorant. They're dealing with only what they know, or maybe they dealt with racism before me with older white kids that diss them. So I'm getting I'm getting the brunt, whatever the fucking word is. I'm dealing with the repercussions of what they dealt with. Because I heard that in the projects of Glenwood, my projects in the 50s, it was a lot of white, Jewish, Italian, and they would beat up the Blacks that moved in. So when I moved in the 80s, I had to deal with the fact that now I'm the little white kid, and a lot of these Black kids are 18 now, and they're angry. So, I'm not saying it was right. I'm saying both sides were wrong. So, I had a nuance. I don't like people if the person is an asshole. Did Hulk Hogan have a specific gripe with the dude who was going out with his daughter? Or did he just have a problem with the color in general? And from what I understand, he was just attacking all Black people in general. It wasn't like, oh, I don't like that dude. It wasn't like, oh, I don't like that dude because he's an asshole who hit my daughter. From what I understand, he wasn't a bad guy. She's still with him. So, listen,
I would never understand is.
Listen, you know what it's like? It's like, this is how I compare it to in my head right now. It's like Africa Bambaataa. People love him, but he's a child, right? He raped Hassan Campbell, allegedly. So, the same way KRS-One was like, he was like not totally dissing Africa Bambaataa because Africa Bambaataa is this legend. I feel that some people feel Hulk Hogan is a wrestling legend, but he did that. Africa Bambaataa is a hip hop legend, but kids. So I think if you diss Hulk Hogan, you have to diss Africa Bambaataa. Yeah, and you have to diss anyone else like that does shit like that. So I don't stand with Hulk Hogan with doing that. That's corny. And I don't give Eminem a pass for dissing Black women on record. I would have never did that. My inclination as a child of 17 would never think, let me make a song while I'm listening to Video Music Box and hip hop. Let me make a song dissing Black women because I went out with one. That's like very immature, stupid mentality. Like you already don't know wrong from right at 16, 17. I could understand if he was 5 years old and didn't know better. 16, 17, you already knew what you wanted to do with your life. So, I don't give a pass to people that are racist on that level like that. But like I said in another interview, I believe everyone is a little racist when nobody's looking. The same dude who says, oh, I would never be racist, ever. When nobody's looking, he might say something here and there, but nobody's looking. So nobody knows, doesn't hurt anybody. Hulk Hogan, like, if that's how he felt, because I seen Hulk Hogan with certain black people and he was buddies with them. So did he really not like black people? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that you hated every black person. But what he said...
There's different levels.
Exactly. I believe his level was like, I don't want you with my daughter. But if you're a celebrity, you're doing your thing, it's all love. Listen, I believe there's a lot of black people...
Which is still wrong. That's still wrong.
Listen, I believe there's a lot of black people that think the way Hulk Hogan thought. They'll rock with you on some shit, but when nobody's around, they'll like, I don't want you in my family. Is it wrong? Sure, it's not cool. It's not the right thing. It's not how you should think as a human being, but that's how some people think. And I'm not defending it. Like, I saw Michael Rappaport defending it, or like, bro, for you to make a video defending that, you're like a total schmuck. Like,
well, what happened with that though, right? It was that he said he wasn't aware of him making racist comments. He was defending just in general.
Right. I think I saw that. Okay, listen.
Yeah, then he walked it back though. And
Okay, so fine.
But which is hard to believe though, right? Because he's like, Michael Rappaport's really tapped in to like...
Well, he's a douchebag anyway, Michael Rappaport, because the reason I think he's a douchebag is for two reasons. He flip-flopped on Trump, and he was like super against Trump publicly. And then he started sucking Trump's dick after. So I don't like flip-flops like that. And then he also said he never heard a dope white rapper except, and like didn't even mention anybody from my era. Not me or anybody. Like, fuck that dude. You know what I mean? Like, totally try to shit on what I do so he can eat a dick. But he was always the corniest actor in every movie. I never liked him. He was always like, look at this dick. He never played a dope role where you were like, yo, he's actually a good character. So, I mean, whatever.
That's true.
Fuck him.
Remember his role in Higher Learning?
Yeah, that was stupid. I didn't like that movie. I thought Busta Rhymes was mad racist in that movie.